Welcome to Tales from the Tap. My name is Frankie and this is my co-host,
Stan the Man.
We are excited to talk to you about Magic the Hobbit with a new setup.
Oh, yeah. We'll get into it during housekeeping.
Yes, sir.
Anyways, life stuff. How have we actually delayed our episode a week? Sorry, Patrick. Because...
And sorry to your child.
Yeah. Kanan, shout outs to you, bro.
The real one.
Yeah. Number one fan for sure. We waited a week because we were getting really close to pre-release anyway, and we wanted to have like the full notes and the full spoilers before we got into it. There has been a lot of cool stuff in The Hobbit specifically that we want to get into, so we probably won't waste too much time on small talk. The one thing I will say is, unless you have a thought.
Oh, I was just going to say, in addition to like waiting on that, we've both just been like slammed.
Yeah. Well, I'm always slammed now, apparently, because, I mean, this weekend is pre-release.
Yeah, right.
And
absolutely.
This month in July alone, I think like 8 different card games have had pre-releases. It's been a rough month.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, well, for me, I took about 10 individual days of...
Fixing up the house, right?
Fixing up the house, putting it on the market, and then I went under contract like early last week.
Nice.
And so I was like, finally, I have time to do stuff, and Brian's running this Tiny Leaders tournament with you.
Yeah.
I'm going to go. Funeral.
Yeah, that sucks.
I was like, I have time again. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
And of course, like, I'd rather be there for like the family and like to celebrate my buddy.
It just sucks that even happened, you know?
Yeah.
Unfortunate, but yeah. Speaking of Tiny Leaders, format, Tiny Leaders, kind of amazing.
So cool. Yeah.
Kind of like probably the best format. That's standard, of course.
Yes. Yes. I love blue-red and blue-red.
I've been actually having some fun with standard. Specifically, I have said multiple times I don't have Arena. I'm not going to download Arena unless I get paid to download Arena. Well, somebody officially finally paid me to download Arena.
No, they did not.
After like 3.5 years or 4 years of sobriety. Satiri's been playing a lot of Magic again.
Oh, okay.
And he's kind of back into
really?
the game. He's been here like 4 days a week every week. It's pretty fun.
It'll be good to have him back.
And he was like, I really want to build this standard deck, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, and he has a brand spanking new account. So I don't know if any of you guys are longtime Arena players and you remember having a brand new account.
It's awful.
It is probably one of the most...
The pits.
It is so bad. I kind of wish they would fix that. Like, I am not... I guess not to get into a deep tangent, but I'm very much against the philosophy of, like, I suffered, so you should have to suffer.
Sure.
Like the MMO old school mentality.
Yes.
Well, back in my day,
earned my stripes.
Yeah, the grind was so rough. I would totally be okay with if like the new player bundle was like you get like 50 packs and you start with like a bunch of free stuff just to like get you kind of hyped into the game.
Yes.
Just so you have like a baseline, you know. I feel like you should be able to like... I would even be cool with them like giving every new player just like 40 gold and mythic wildcards.
Right, so you don't have to build rabbits as your standard deck to
or make you can barely
make
it. Yeah, you're like, I built rabbits, but I don't have Castle Ardenvale, and I don't, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't have Cavern Souls.
Yeah, I don't have any of the rare lands, and I don't have any of the mythics, but I'm playing uncommon tribal.
I'm gonna tap this green-white land and gain a life. Go.
Yeah. So yeah, I really think the new player experience for Arena is horrendous. But I helped him get along. He's drafting right now with Gabe. We're having a good time. Right before you got here, and before we had our hiccups, I was on Discord with him, and I was like helping him brew a standard deck. I was like, man, this is actually, you know, man, I really love standard. I just love standard. But recently we played. We had a Tiny Leader 1K over the weekend. Pretty good turnout for the first time, especially with Gen Con being the same weekend. I think we had like 15 players. I couldn't play because it was odd numbered.
That's hot.
And a lot of like commander players got into the format. Like we have local weekly commanders all the time.
Yeah. And
it's all like free play, just coming for fun. And all the commander players are like, wait, this format is awesome. And we did it full proxy. Like you could proxy every single card if you wanted.
Yep.
Got some good footage for MTG Chicago. Shout out to Sal if you guys want to check out his channel and see the Tiny Leader action. I built Arabella for Gabe. I built Aminatu for Satiri. I also built Leovold if I had a chance to play. And the cool thing with the format is like, it's really wide open. Like, there are not that many players playing it. And a lot of the people that are like winning in Tiny Leaders right now, their deck lists could use some work. Julian like was crushing with this like version of Amulet Titan. He basically was like, I'm going to take the modern deck and make it a Tiny Leader.
Yep.
And like he didn't really put that much effort into it, and was like already dominating in the format. And people were like, wait, that's a smart way to build a deck. And it's like, you know, like it's a 1-to-1 for modern guys. Like, what are we doing here?
They have not learned the technology.
Exactly. They don't have. Well, they don't have like 10,000 players playing their format, maybe quite yet.
Yeah.
Or like at least all the top like the brewer people.
Right.
So as more of those enter the Tiny Leaders format, I feel like the format's gonna start like obviously developing its like more consistent metagame.
Sure.
But as of right now, it's pretty wide open. All the decks are really cool. And even if the format does kind of get closer to being solved, it's like 50 card. Everything is more or less tempo mid-range because all like the really, really broken cards are banned.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, we've been still running Pauper, and Pauper's been great. I've been helping people prep for the Nerd Rage event that's coming up. Not sure if I'm gonna be able to go.
Crap.
We'll see.
When is that? The 15th?
I don't know. I wasn't planning on going because I don't think I can. But yeah, so I really want to play more Pauper. I would love to be on a team, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. However,
shoot, I'd love to play in that, but now that means that I'll have to like. I've really been out of Magic now for probably about. I think it was I played pre-release of Marvel.
Oh, so like a month ago.
Yeah. I mean, no, that's not true. I played a couple RCQs with Living End.
Right, you only missed the one, and I think it's because we forgot to post it.
Thanks, Todd, if you're still watching.
It was rough. Julian and I took over for that, at least. It was nice. But, yeah, we had like a 9-person RCQ because nobody knew it was happening until like the day before.
Right.
Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much that in terms of...
Speaking of RCQs, when is the next season start? I
don't know when it starts date-wise, but I just got an email today from Melee or from Star City Games or whoever makes the emails, and it was like, hello, we saw that you submitted all of your players. Thank you for that. Blah, 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 blah. So I'll probably be able to find out tomorrow when the next season starts.
Standard is the next one again.
Yes. And it goes until like the end of the year, effectively.
Really?
Well, it's going to start now, right? Which is, even if it's like, let's say, waits.
It's usually like 3 or 4 months. So I'd imagine like we have an October through December one, like normal.
Well, August, September, October, it could be that. It could be November, December, January.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. I have to figure that out. I don't know if there's gonna be like a 2-week delay between the two, or they're just gonna jump right into the next one. I haven't scheduled anything yet for it. It's been a lot of other game event scheduling for me, so I have to look into that too as well. So thanks for that.
You're welcome. More work for you. Just what you needed.
But anyways,
but with that. The Hobbit, if I'm correct, in how they do things now, Hobbit is now in Standard, right?
As of Friday.
Yeah. I just mean like, unlike Lord of the Rings, which was like a modern-only format.
Oh, no, all the Universe Beyond
are now, yes.
Yeah,
so Standard,
it's beautiful.
Yes. The way that it should have been.
I know people don't like the 2 months a set thing and everything being in Standard, but like, the alternative is what we had before, which was like Iconic Masters, Doubles Masters, Sucky Fucky Masters, like every like other one of those sets was decent.
Yes.
And then the other one would suck, or they'd underprint it, like Time Spiral Remastered, which was like giga underprinted, so it was like $1 million. Or they released Commander Masters, which is overpriced as fuck. Like Commander Masters could have been a good set, but it was like $350, $400 a box. And I'm pretty sure wholesale was like $330. Like, if I'm not mistaken, Commander Masters was horrific. That was, like, one of the times where Todd and I, like, sniped it, and we were one of the only stores that got it right, where we were like, we'll get, like, 4 cases. And normally people are like, oh, Commander Masters, you gotta get, like, or I guess Master Set in general, get, like, 80, get as much as you can get. We were like, no, dude, nobody can afford this. We can't afford it either. No thanks. And then, like, that month, people were, like, other stores, I was hearing from distribution, they were asking to return product to the point where we got, like, an email that was like, if you're going to return product, here's the process so that you guys aren't upside down on Commander Masters. because some stores just couldn't afford to foot that bill. And we were like, no, we're not returning anything. If anything, we'll actually take a little bit more. And so it made us look good with the distributor.
Yeah.
So I was like, hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. The only other time they messed up that bad was Final Fantasy, where they were like, don't worry, guys, don't over-order. You're going to get Final Fantasy. It's going to be available. I wanted to get like 300, 400 boxes. And the distributor was like, no, we're going to have plenty. So, okay, fine. We'll order the normal amount, like 120, 140. It was instantly sold out. Like, bro, what the hell? And to be fair, they did give us a lot of round 1 boxes, but I'm out of Final Fantasy. I could have still had that shit. I peeped it. Next time I'm going with my gut.
Yeah, go with your gut.
But anyways, we'll get into some quick housekeeping. We already rambled enough during our small talk section. And then
it was not bad for our small talk.
Not too bad necessarily.
Yeah.
So I guess let's get into some quick housekeeping. As you can see, we only have 1 microphone, and we usually have 2 for those that are returning. I don't know what happened. I'm sweating my ass off because I spent like the last hour trying to fix it. One of our, what are these called? XLR cables? Rest in peace, this cable. He is officially the wilted rose emoji because it died.
Sweet prince.
We couldn't figure out for the longest time why Frank wasn't picking up on the mic, and I figured it out. So I'm going to order another one of those, and thank you to the patrons for helping us afford that, because
yes, thank you.
That's where the Patreon money is going now. With that being said, at the top tier of our Patreon, we've got Tap Furiously with Guys Cradle, Christian Paz, shout out to our boy. At the next tier, we've got Kiki Jiki, Tap, and Ruin Opponent's Life. We got Amity Paulini, Jose Gonzalez, Michael Collin, Todd Sylvia, Rosie Hopkins, and Goblin Ringleader. Shout outs. I did a video with Jack, I think a week or 2 ago.
Yeah.
And it was really fun. We got to play some goblins. Looking forward to playing some more goblins with the Hobbit having some excellent cards.
Yes. And we ended up having it as like a collaboration with our channel.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is the first collaboration that we had.
That was our first collab. It was really fun. Looking forward to doing some more of those. Maybe even with JD from Bracket Builders as well. He's another buddy of ours.
You know what? I know we keep talking about wanting to do a commander thing. We should totally do it.
Yeah, that's what I told him. We should get a commander pod and just go crazy.
Yes.
Next here, we got tapping 2 blue mana. We got Christian Olvera, Jared Henry Thompson Munsterman, Joe Esfahani, MTG Chicago. You know who you are, Sal. Julian Eisenbraun, Alex Maurer, Ethan Carlson. And then at the bottom tier, we've got Tap Tap Bird and Fly. We've got Hector Alvarez and Josh Dodson. Thank you for the support as always. You can see our show on YouTube and listen on like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc. Show's always going to be free. Bonus stuff and the Patreon perks is it's another way to support the show, which we appreciate. Otherwise, if you just want to watch for free, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff goes a long way with helping us out. We are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, 1 step at a time. With that being said, let's get into some pre-release talk. I rewrote this script a little bit just to make it more our style, but I'll let you talk about the archetypes before we get into some mechanics, and then we'll get into some of Frank's red hot takes.
Actually, I feel like we should go into the mechanics and then into...
And then archetypes after? Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll reorder it. Forget that. Okay. Starting with some mechanics. Let me get into that. So... speaking of Hobbit cards, look at some cool cards I got already.
And I was like, what the heck?
Listen to this one. Shout outs to the Commander players. Gleaming Splendor. I'm sure you guys have all been talking about it. It's like $16, by the way, apparently. 2 mana enchantment, white and 1. It says whenever an opponent draws their second card each turn, you create a treasure token. So like half the mana of Smothering Tithe and...
Bless you.
Excuse me. Apologies. Anyways, half the mana of Smothering Tithe, but punishing people on their card draws, which happens all the time. Now, if somebody has Ristic Study, you're like, nope, thanks for the treasure. You know what I mean? Like, I'm down. And it has another ability, pay 2 and a white. 2 target players each draw a card. So...
Oh, so you can force them to draw to then make your thing.
Yeah, you can do it to 2 people, which is even nastier. Like, if somebody tries to draw on somebody's turn, you're like, oh, well... both of you draw, I'm going to get 2 treasures. That's kind of nasty. Or you can just make yourself draw, which is really cool.
And you said this is like $60?
Well, right now, like 60-ish bucks.
Thank you.
Yeah, so getting into some of the mechanics. These are actually really cool. I think they did a great job with the set so far. if we have any time, I'd love to talk about some of these rares because we saw some spoilers already months ago, and Mana Traders, which I use for MTGO, has been doing a really cool gimmick on Facebook lately where they post like really cool social media posts that are really on topic for like competitive decks or like combos, even commander stuff, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Like this tournament happened. What do you think about this card? Or this card's about to come out. What do you think about this? Like they posted today about something we've all been talking about for a minute if you're in the competitive scene for Legacy, which is Treadhorror Arcanist versus the new Bilbo. And whether or not it's going to be a problem.
Sure.
But yeah, so in general, I think the set looks really cool. The first mechanic is really interesting to me. It is called Storied. So basically, it is a static ability similar to Metalcraft, but it tracks historic permanence. So for those that know, Metalcraft, I think most commonly people would refer to like Mox Opal. Metalcraft requires that you have 3 artifact permanents in play. Historic permanence, if you were there for Dominaria, means artifacts, but also legendaries, but also sagas. So this is like a super Metalcraft, if you will, especially because Metalcraft also requires that you have it at the time of activation or whenever you have it. Like you can lose Metalcraft. You actually can't lose Storied. It is similar to the City's Blessing from Rivals of Ixalan, the Ascend mechanic. Once you've ascended, once you have the City's Blessing, you can't lose the City's Blessing. So I got the key to the city, and then I got canceled. I still got the key. But anyways, that actually makes it pretty strong to me because, one, sagas are powerful, legendaries are powerful, artifacts are powerful, obviously. Having all 3 of them in your deck, not that uncommon. Triggering, or I guess not triggering because it's not a trigger, getting the storied static ability, like becoming storied, kind of easy to do, and you can't lose it once you have it. So playing a card later after you got like field nuked will still get the bonuses of it. So in general, a really powerful effect. And then it should be noted that a card can't count towards storied twice. So for example, let's say you have a legendary saga, it can't be 2 of your 3 story. A card can only count towards a story once because you're telling a story. You got to have 3 things for a story.
Beginning, a middle, and an end.
Yep, a beginning, middle, and end. You got to have the beginning paragraph, the lettuce, the tomato, and then the conclusion. Anyways,
That's 4 things.
And then just to double check really quick. Oh yeah, so also legend ruling, by the way. Like let's say you play a legend, and it's going to trigger you to sacrifice for the legend rule. You will get the static of having storied before you have to like choose to sacrifice.
It's so weird.
It is weird.
I usually find that state-based action doesn't let that stuff happen, but I guess it does in this case.
Yeah, it is weird, but it will break that where you have it, and then, okay, let's sack one after state-based actions are getting checked. And then it doesn't use a stack either, so once you become storied, you are storied, but your guy needs a story to tell, which means that even if you have 3 of those like conditions met, unless you have a card that specifically says storied on it, you aren't gaining story. It's the same with Ascend and other mechanics that are similar. Start your engines. If you haven't started your engines, you're not getting any speed for doing damage. Same thing here. But once you have it, which is pretty cool. And the next mechanic I really like. I think it's a really, really good competitive mechanic. Excellent for limited as well. Just a good overall design. It's called Recruit. Recruit is a new keyword action. Bless you.
Thank you.
It is effectively a loot. However, in addition to the loot, which is draw and discard, you also get the bonus of if you discard a non-land card, similar to like Connive, you get a 1/1 human soldier. So not quite Connive, where you're getting counters on the guys, but getting the human soldier specifically, and just making tokens in general really powerful. If you're playing a graveyard archetype strategy,
you're winning.
Filling your graveyard while making men. If the tribal matters, that's even better. If token matters, it's even better. It's a really cool mechanic all around. And obviously drawing cards towards your conditions or your goals or win cons is very good. Really cool mechanic overall. The next mechanic, however, is horrific. Absolutely terrible. I'm really upset with this mechanic because it's more slop that's going to continue to happen, unfortunately. I thought it was bad before with Ikoria. I don't think it's going to get any worse than this soon, but let's pray for that because Kamigawa's coming around the corner, and that's when they like to do really funky shit. I genuinely really hate this mechanic.
I can't wait till Kamigawa is like, they're going to make Kamigawa.
It's going to be like Naruto. If you have noodles on your equipment, then you...
I was just thinking that they were going to make Kamigawa and like make a Kamigawa that was similar to Aether Drift because they did like have it be like in a tech whatever. I know. I
liked Kamigawa Neon Dynasty a lot, even if it was like future Neon, like Cyberpunk.
Yeah, Cyberpunk.
Aether Drift, man. What a fucking letdown.
Yeah, wow. Now we have... now we got Ninja Race cars.
I ordered a case of Aether Drift because I saw they still had it, and I was like, it's going to go out of print soon. I should probably get some more. Like, order case. Like, Aether Drift, I say that all the time. It was supposed to be so good, man. Kaladesh is so easy to not fuck up.
And can you believe, was that pre-AI? Like pre...
I mean... Who knows what they were doing on the back end, right?
I'm just saying, if it looks like if we were like, man, Magic made an AI set, you could believe that Aether Drift was the AI set.
Honestly, not wrong, man. Although I feel the same way about Edge of Eternities with that specific description, and Edge of Eternities was phenomenal. I was helping Satiri do a draft right now, and I was like, wait, Edge is so good. And I just downloaded Arena, so like, maybe I'll play a couple Edge of Eternities drafts, like whatever, because I can't get fucking products for it. I don't have any Edge of Eternities in the store still. They sent me like 3 boxes a month ago of Edge of Eternities. It's like, that's the restock. Where the fuck is the edge? Like, I'm edging here.
I'm edging.
Anyways. Back to hone counters.
Yeah,
hone counters, not home counters, Frank.
That's because you're honing your skills.
I know, and you put home. I was like, home counters. Where are we going?
It was probably autocorrect.
You're good.
Yeah. I was doing it from my phone because, as you know, I don't have my computer right now.
Fair. You are moving. I forgot.
Yeah.
Respectable. Damn, you typed that whole script on your phone?
I know.
Oh, could have came over. I would have let you borrow the laptop.
It was awful.
You could have just used the store laptop, man. We'll let them know next time. Okay, so hone counters. I'm really, really delaying it. I hate it so much. Okay. The problem with this mechanic isn't that I think it's actually bad or game breaking or anything. It is just the game state tracking issues with it. Hone counters are effectively... The closest I can compare them to are like in Ikoria when you had like flying counters, vigilance counters, infect counters, whatever. And those, for like all intents and purposes, weren't that bad. It's just the fact that you have to track them. So they want to like... Now you have to have a counter for this, and I want one of those I hate
the pre-release kit has to have a flying.
Yeah, now the pre-release kit is like a cookie cutter because it has to have a token for everything, and then you get the guy that comes into the shop that's like, do you have a +1, -1 counter? Do you have? No, dude, I just stock regular dice. Okay, and so like that.
Use your imagination.
One of my favorite things about Weiss Schwarz as a game is how the whole deck just plays all-encompassing. You don't need anything else. You don't even need pen and paper. Because the cards are the life total. Like, it's just deck and play.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. And so, like, it's really smooth. Where Magic, it's like, oh, fetch, shuffle my deck, do this, trigger that. Hold on, I'm doing this. And I got to get one of these. Oh, this card makes a counter. This one needs a dice, and it makes a token. Fickle the Mirror Breaker, shoutouts. Like, it's just so
sorry,
much...
I dropped my pen.
Yeah.
Excuse me, could you not have the water on the table?
Well, you shouldn't have a beverage on the table. Don't be a freak. But it's just so much game state tracking. But these counters, they go on your equipment. So now your equipments can have counters too. And if
just what I needed, more counters.
Yeah, I was like, oh, wait, I don't have any counters. What if I had a guy with equipments that's in a stack like this, Voltron, and then I have counters on him, but then all my equipments have counters on them. So I got to bam, 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 like, ooh, yeah. And then what if my commander was also Tristani? So like, oh my god. So yeah.
Dude, counters players are like...
Yeah, dude, people that want to just like... People that need 2 playmats to do their commander deck, you know what I mean? So, okay.
Honestly, if you're like that, you should seek help.
Tokens was one of my first decks, and before that it was Slivers.
No, dude, Tokens is different than this.
I was like, can I get the 36 pack of
counters and tokens are different.
No, dude, you're the girlfriend. So the hone counters is you're honing your equipment. Every hone counter on an equipment gives it, well, not it, but when that equipment is now equipped to a creature, in addition to all the stuff that equipment will give it, it will also get +1/+0 for all the times, or for every hone counter on the equipment as well. So you're sharpening your blades effectively. It is really cool, and it will matter for pre-release especially, because you're going to get a lot of power on some of these creatures, and there is a lot of equipment matter stuff in the Hobbit, which is very, very cool. I think it's very thematic and on brand for Lord of the Rings, but also just in general, equipment stuff is pretty fun in Magic. We've been trying to build an Equipment's Matter deck in the format for a while. A lot of this stuff is rotating, so it's all moving to Pioneer. Wait, what? Who that? But anyways, Pioneer players are eating good whenever we get that format back.
No,
however,
Wizards just shot it.
Even though rotation is happening again, Equipment Matters. We're going to still pray it's going to be playable in Standard.
Actually, the thing that you said that made me feel better about it is that, like, all the people who have gotten in Magic within the past couple of years, Pioneer would be the way for them to not be like, oh no, all my cards. So I'm hoping that is the thing that revives Pioneer, despite the fact that there's been a small bit of us that have been screaming for it to come back.
And for what it's worth, this kind of energy and sentiment is really similar to how people felt during 2012, like RTR, Theros, like cons. Now we're like, oh man,
my first set.
Oh, all these cards are leaving. I really want to keep playing them, and they're quickly becoming not playable in Modern. That's kind of what made Pioneer a thing in the first place. People tried Frontier first, if you remember that, and people really missed Innistrad as well. So it's like, oh, why don't we just go back? Why don't we reprint some of those cards? So I think that Pioneer has a place in the game still. I don't think they've completely given up on it.
No, because it's still in the ban.
Yeah, it's still there. They still treat it. I think, honestly, the issue is that they can't monetize it on Arena. That's why they're not supporting it as much.
Well, they've been like slowly moving all the cards in.
Very slowly. And they're cheap as hell. They're going to make you pay for every fucking set.
Well, I agree with the sentiment about them being cheap, because I think that they already have a hard time keeping up with bans for Modern and Standard.
Yeah.
So another format for them to do that. Oh gosh, how are we gonna?
Yeah. But anyway, so that's the home counters thing. Honestly, not that bad, but I just hate all the tracking stuff. And for what it's worth, at least with this one, it's just one type of counter, so you can just use a regular D6 to check how many honings are on your equipment. And we've got some returning mechanics. The returning mechanics are really cool, in my opinion. I think they did a good job with what they've done. Overall, I'm going to say it again, set looks really good. It's already selling kind of insane. Collector boxes are going for, like, it's probably comparable to Final Fantasy. So, returning mechanics. The first one, Chef's Kiss Adventure. I fucking love adventures. I sim for adventures. Obviously, super on brand for The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings in general. Just adventure overall. The mechanic is very good. I think it adds more versatility to the game. Makes Limited more interesting. It makes Standard more interesting. Really happy to see it back. The following mechanic, not that interesting the first time around, but somehow they kind of revived it with a cool new twist. And Amass is back, and it doesn't look like complete garbage this time. Because I'm not gonna lie, man, War of the Spark was supposed to be awesome, and it was okay. Like, it was okay in my opinion. Looking back on it, it didn't really stand out for me. I don't think anybody cared that there was 100 planeswalkers.
Okay, so to you saying that, the thing that I also find very interesting about the Amass mechanic,
I like that they merged them all. They're like, oh, the army is all of them. You don't have an orc army and a zombie army and a goblin army. You have a zombie orc goblin army. I'm like, wait, that makes so much sense.
Yeah, because that was the thing that I felt like was the mistake of, Lord of the Rings. Was like amass orcs.
Oh, yeah.
Just being like only orcs. Yeah. And I was like, all right, they're going to make more orcs when we get to the Hobbit.
Right.
No orcs.
Right.
What? And I remember when Lord of the Rings came out and like we're playing with the cards and I'm like, these just all look like goblins.
Yeah.
They do. All of the orcs look like goblins.
Right. Yeah, they kind of more or less were like, well, different lore. Just throw them together. Why not? Which is awesome because we got a lot of cool goblin cards coming. But yeah, so I think they fixed the mass in a good way. They also did change some of the rules for like the new like rules updates, which is cool. Like the whole Selvala thing isn't an ability anymore, so you can't break Panglacial Worm. No more cheating and like other things like that. So like touching up mechanics like this, I think overall is a good change. The final returning mechanic is Landfall. Can't complain. Landfall is just like honestly, at this point, I wouldn't have been surprised. I wouldn't have been shocked if they had said it was evergreen. Landfall just kind of like works, and we all know why it works. There is a ramp land Simic archetype thing going on in this set as well, which I also think is actually. I know it's boring, but Simic ramp is just like kind of good and easy to balance when it comes to this kind of thing. We'll get into the archetypes with Frank, but I actually personally like the archetypes that they picked for the limited format. I'm just curious to see what Frank thinks and what he has dug up on whether or not that will actually matter. With that being said, though, I personally like the archetypes.
Yes. So I think the archetypes are really thematic, and I think that some of them are good. But per like usual, I think that some have more juice than others.
Sure. Unfortunate, but it always feels like there's always one archetype that's like, eh.
Right. Well, part of the problem too is that like, I think the recruit mechanic is crazy.
Yeah.
I think that it's crazy good.
Yeah.
I actually think that it's better than Connive. Personally.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
I definitely agree with that. I think making men is always better than going tall.
Yeah. So the archetypes. We'll get into all that towards the end. There's blue-white humans drawing 2 cards and then making 1/1s. There's black-red goblins. Black-red where you're doing goblins, amass tokens, and sacking creatures and artifacts. Nice. Wow, black-red is sacrificing creatures and artifacts.
Hey, sacking armies is sick. It's sick.
Agree that it is sick, but surprising, no. Green-black wolves in power 4 or greater. To no one's surprise, there's like 7 wolves in the whole set. Yeah. So it's really power 4 or greater, not specifically wolves. Which sucks
because the wolves look so freaking cool.
No, the wolves look awesome.
And I was also like, wolf tribal? Finally. Like, we've been waiting for this.
Yeah, and then they made we're like, there's only 4. Yeah.
Well, some of them are really good though. Like
They are very good.
But yeah, I agree. It is a power 4 thing, which is like not that bad for like a green archetype, I guess.
It's more different than black green graveyard.
Didn't we have a power 4 mechanic already that wasn't ferocious previously? Like
in like every set?
Oh, well, there was one though that really recently that was like power 4 triggers things.
Yes.
I can't remember.
I don't remember the name of the mechanic, but yes.
Maybe those brothers weren't. I'm tripping.
No. It was recent. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Tell us in the comments.
Yeah, let me know. I'm forgetting.
It's all just starting to blend. Like every time blue-red's if you cast a spell with 4 or greater, then you get an extra bonus.
Whenever they print a tap-out guy, I'm like, well, it's a Beltrain? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Like, it's like the Spider-Man meme where he has the glasses, and he's like, oh.
yeah. Red-white, legends, artifacts, and sagas. Cares about stories and legendary creatures. And then blue-green is ramp and landfall triggers.
These are awesome. I like that they didn't like go all in on any of them. It's like, this one is kind of tribal, kind of not. This one is like, big shit, whatever. This one is the one you think it is. I'm like, yes, dude, just commit.
Yeah.
Give me the good cards. Give me the money.
Yeah, I think that the format overall is going to be very grindy. Mm-hmm. I think that the games are going to go long. Mm-hmm. The problem I have is that like, I feel like the sacrifice stuff is going to be really good.
Sure.
And I feel like the blue-white stuff with drawing cards and recruit, because recruit is just a stupid mechanic, is going to be really good. That it makes me feel like getting to story, I don't feel like a lot of the story payoffs are good enough. Like, it's just like, if it's winning me the game when I get to the story, then sure. But while my opponent's like making 1/1s and drawing cards, and this other one's sacking this to do that and triggers that, I think it's just gonna be slow.
Yeah, makes sense.
I think the blue-green could hang because you're gonna ramp into some really crazy dudes, but other than that, also like wolves don't really matter to me.
Sure.
And I feel like if you have any removal, the 4 or greater stuff is gonna be like. But there's some cool green creatures. I actually think that like this set with some of the cards have not only some of like this card's just really fun. Like the nasty. Do you see the nasty rabbit?
Dude, there was a bunch of them. That's like old spider or something like that.
Yes, the old decrepit.
Yeah,
like the oldest decrepit bird.
Yeah. There was also like this frog that was like 5 mana for a 3/3 trample indestructible hexproof or something like that. And I was like, Boggles is back, baby! Like the most unplayable, but probably insane and limited of all
there's
time.
there's like a
hexproof and indestructible was like probably insane and limited.
There's like the one rare bear that's like 10/7 haste and whatever, and you're like haste and hexproof.
Yeah. It's really cool. There's so many cool cards.
Yeah. So anyway, let's get into those cards. Here are the commons that I think, right, as always, if you've not been to our shows, I kind of talk about a couple commons and uncommons that I think like are going to be particularly good. Starting with white commons, Dwarven Short Sword. Short Sword. Really starting to mix syllables there. 3 and a white artifact equipment. When this equipment enters, create a 2/2 red dwarf creature token, then attach this equipment to it. Equipped creature gets +1/+2. Whenever you have something like this where you make a dude and then have the ability to have an equipment to like use later if the dude dies, generally pretty good.
It's like doing, I feel like anything in limited now kind of has to do 2 things.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
At least to be considered like a powerful card, like a card you're going for.
Yeah.
Next one, do you have it?
Yeah, Esgaroth Garrison. 4 and a white human soldier. Esgaroth Garrison's power is equal to the number of creatures you control. When this creature enters, recruit, and it's a star 5.
Nice.
So 5 toughness, but the fact that it's probably going to also make a body to grow itself and draw you a card on entering is what I think is going to make this card kind of crazy.
Yeah, usually those kind of cards I think are like innocuous, but you are already going for this mechanic anyway, and like 5 asses is a lot.
5, she's thick.
Yeah, Adeline is blushing for sure. I got the Dane one if you have the Mountain King.
Yeah. So the Mountain King, King's Return. The art on this is beautiful. Like,
dude, the whole set is insane. Yeah,
it's so pretty. So this is a saga. 2 and a white. The first chapter is Recruit. The second chapter is Return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Third chapter is put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target creature.
Nice.
So you'll have the token, you'll have the creature you discarded from the Recruit.
Yep.
And you can put a counter on either of them.
Yeah.
For 3 mana, this.
Yeah. And you're drawing a card out of it too, so like it turns the Recruit into just ++. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, really good.
The next one on your list you have is Dane, Lord of the Iron Hills. We got a 2 mana Dwarf Noble, 1 and a white to cast. 2/2 with Vigilance, Legendary. So that's a lot of legends in this set. People were complaining about sets having too many legendaries. It ain't stopping. Especially not in a Legends Matter set, I suppose. But should make standard interesting. So this guy's got Vigilance, and he is storied. As long as you have an enduring story, creatures you can't attack you unless their controller pays 1 for each of those creatures. So just like a little baby, what was that angel? Guardian, I can't remember it anymore. Archangel's Tides.
Yeah.
Kind of nasty considering it's 2 mana.
This is disgusting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think if this goes turn 2 and then you like play the saga into playing the Dwarfen thing, like you literally went 1, 2, 3 story, and now your opponent is super crazy.
Honestly,
text.
these are also the kind of cards that reward you for being an Equipments Matter deck. Like if you're playing Boros Equipments, like you're already triggering the story the turn this guy comes out. Kind of disgusting, kind of awesome. Really like this card a lot. Anytime you get taxed on something, I don't think people really realize how much they're paying in taxes, just like in real life.
I was just like, taxes hurt, brother.
Yeah. And this is like really disgusting. Like, this is gonna make or break a mirror match. But like, if I can attack you with like 2 guys without sacrificing the spell I'm gonna cast this turn.
Well, also, like, you have to then have the risk reward of being like, I'm going to attack you.
Yeah.
But if I attack you, like, I have to then not be able to hold up a spell because I have to pay the taxes.
Right. Yeah, this is the kind of card that I could genuinely see being like a pack one, pick one. It's kind of disgusting.
Moving on to blue, Long Lake Nuisance is 3 in a blue, flying. When this creature enters, recruit, and it's a 3/1. So 3/1 flyer, draw a card, discard a card, make a body for 4. This is like, to me, this is starting to feel like Angelic Overseer. Like, I know it's 4 mana, but...
Well, it is very strong. Like, 3 power in the air in limited is... 3 power in the air is insane. I mean, there's a reason why people like to force Delver and these kind of archetypes, and like blue-white flyers has been doing really good in standard. 4 mana for a creature, not that expensive for limited. You get to draw a card, find better stuff.
And potentially make a body. If you make the body too, then you're like, I got the body, drew a card, and have a 3/1 flyer.
The next one on your list here is Lakeshore Apothecary, which is 1 in a blue for a 1/2 human cleric with vigilance. Damn, a lot of vigilance in this set. Kind of cool. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a 1/1 counter on this creature.
And then that girl gets thick.
Yeah, she... For 2 mana, this is very strong. And it's a common. That is really nice.
Well, and right, if you're doing
recruiting,
if you're recruiting at all, this thing is crazy. My honorable mention was Bilbo Baggins Burglar. This is an adventure, 3 in a blue. The adventurers take a glance for 1 blue, scry 2, and then when Bilbo Baggins enters, you draw a card, and he's a 2/1. So,
when I saw it said honorable mention Bilbo, I thought you were going to talk about the one that's like the crazy one that's like, I was damn, okay, shit, limited too.
No, in the comment section.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one on your list here, we're getting into uncommons. Ravenhill Flock, 4 mana bird, 1/2 flyer, 3 in a blue to cast. Whenever you draw a card, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Oof. Ooh, any card.
Any card. So every turn it grows.
That's why this one's an uncommon.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Because you like a 1/2 for 4 is like really bad on rate. But if you...
But it's a 2/3 as soon as it can attack, which is really gross.
Right. It's a 2/3 by the time it attacks, and if you recruit at all, like, this thing gets out of hand really quickly.
Yeah, and if you, let's say, if you go late and you have ways to draw spells, you can also cheese your opponent on like on the blocks. Yeah, that is really cool.
Next is Bilbo Luckwearer, 2 in a blue, another adventure. So the adventure side is Burglar's Plot, 4 in a blue. Exchange control of 2 target non-land permanents that share a card type, so you can swap your opponent's creature and your creature.
Yeah. Gross.
The creature side is a halfling rogue for 2 mana. Bilbo can't be blocked. Whenever Bilbo deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, then discard a card, and he's a 1/1. So no blocking, and when he connects, draw a discard.
True. Very powerful. Now getting into some black cards, we've got at common, Crude Bent Blade. Man, these artworks are so cool. 2 in a black for a 3-drop equipment. It is when this equipment enters, a target opponent sacrifice a creature of their choice. Is that a new thing that they're adding of their choice on these sack cards? I noticed that some cards don't say it and some cards do. I don't understand why it says of their choice, but whatever.
Right, because if it says target opponent sacrifices a creature, you still then would pick.
Right. So, yeah, I noticed that the wording, I don't know when that, if anybody knows if they posted an article about that, I just noticed that some of the cards are starting to say of their choice now. And I'm wondering if that's like because players were always asking and they were just like, fuck it, we're going to put it on the card.
Yeah.
I don't like it. It's like, I already knew that.
Right.
But anyways,
next is Rage into the Valley.
Sorry, hold on. And this equipment basically is an edict. So 3-mana equipment edict, but it also gives +2/+1 and has equip 2. Apologies, I got distracted. But the equip, honestly, this isn't really that impactful unless you have that one goblin or dwarf. Dwarf, dude.
No, but like
2-mana free equips.
But having your opponent lose, it's like removal and having an equipment left over is like decent.
Exactly, because if you're playing Rakdos and you get that dwarf,
right.
This guy's disgusting.
Yeah. Next was Rage into the Valley. 2 and a black sorcery. You draw a card and lose 1 life, and then amass goblins 2. So you're drawing a card and you're building an army or making an army.
Yeah.
I mean,
we've kind of I think established that you want to draw cards and make creatures this set.
I think that's just a rule of Magic. I think draw cards and make creatures.
And making creatures is good.
Yeah.
The next one is this is uncommons, I believe. Dreaded Bat Cloud, which is kind of a sick card name.
And the card also looks sick.
Yeah, this is like when you're in Mount Moon and there's a bunch of Zubats. 4 generic and a black for a 5-drop bat. Oh, I've seen this. I love this bat. Okay. This spell costs 3 less to cast if a creature died this turn. So you can make it a 2-drop for a 4/2 with Flying Death Touch if a creature died this turn. Considering that sacrifice is one of the mechanics, not that hard to force.
Well, you have the Stir Up Trouble, which is the 1 black sack creature or artifact, destroy target creature.
Yeah, exactly.
So you go sack this thing, kill your thing, 2 mana, 4/2.
Yeah, and we just talked about how that other guy for 4 mana was like worth it because he had 3 power. This is 4 power and it has Death Touch. So like, in case they get a bigger bird than you, at least it can trade.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So come on, look at how cute this bee is.
That bee is freaking cute.
Great fierce bee. He's fierce. All right, sorry, I got distracted by the bee. The next one I had was Gathering of Darkness. It's 3 and a black sorcery. Return up to 1 target creature from your graveyard to your hand. Amass goblins 3. Nice. So sorcery, buy back a dude, and make a body. I think it's just
big body too, right? Amass 3.
Yeah.
At honorable mention, you have Golem the Abandoned because this art is sick.
This card's crazy.
Black and a 1 for a 2-drop legendary halfling horror. 2/2 Golem cannot block. When Golem enters, exile up to 1 target card from an opponent's graveyard. Each opponent loses 2 life. Pay 2 mana. Sacrifice an artifact or creature. Return this card from the graveyard to your hand. Activate only as a sorcery. Yeah, this card is insane.
Yeah, it's insane.
Really cool flavor text, really insane effect.
Right, because you are then going to sack Golem. You're going to then use Golem to sack something else and then just keep draining your opponent until the game's over.
Right.
Like, that is going to go really hard. It's like once this hits the battlefield and if you have enough like critical mass, you're just going to like slowly grind them out of the game very quickly. And it's not that's slow. Two each turn if you have a sack engine.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Honestly, the only thing that would make this actually crazy broken would be if it drained. Like if you were also gaining life off of this,
it would be. I think it would be gross.
Effectively unblockable. You don't want to kill it. You don't want them to have it in the graveyard so it can use its ability and come back and do it again. But in combination with the cards like the other saga we mentioned, where you're like, oh, I'll just discard this guy. Oh, I'll just bring this guy back. That's pretty cool. Getting into some red cards, I suppose.
Yes, red cards. Sorry, I was reading a card about spiders and like
we'll have to talk about the spiders later.
Reading the flavor text.
I have a new favorite card.
So the first one is Dory, Bearer of Friends. This is 2 and a red, legendary human, dwarf warrior. Trample, when Dory enters, create a treasure token, and Dory's a 3/2. 3/2 is trample, make a treasure. It matters because you want to sack artifacts in the red-black decks.
Yep.
It also matters because if you're wanting to do splashing, having the fixing off of this card is great.
Right.
And having trample on a body is good too.
Right, just having trample on guys in general, always good.
Yep.
No chump blocking in the 1/1s format. The next card on the list is Tidings of War. 1 mana red sorcery. Amass Goblins 1. If the spell was cast from a graveyard, amass Goblins 3 instead. Flashback for 3 in a red, so 4 mana total. Pretty disgusting. Like early play, late game play. 2 different armies to sack in theory. The ability to cast it back from the graveyard later, just kind of a nice little reward, because I'd probably play this at 1 mana anyway.
Yeah.
If I was doing a token kind of deck, or like a sacrifice strategy. It's not the worst 1 mana creature. I'm wondering how much of the goblin amassing, or amassing in general, people will do like, I want to make a really big army. You know what I mean? I wonder how much of that will happen.
Yeah, I mean, I think it will come.
Sure.
Yeah, I think that there will be some strategies. Like, you may want to, right, if you're not playing, like, let's say you've got really good green cards, and you want to have some red cards in your deck that just happen to amass, you're just going to use it to make it do big. You're not going to do it to...
4/4 amass. I'm ferocious.
Yeah.
Speaking of ferocious, every set they're going to do this power 4 thing, they should just make it evergreen.
Yeah.
I'm tired of, like, if you have a creature with... we know what this means.
Yeah, I just get it because they'll probably never make things evergreen, only for the sake of, like, they like to make small tweaks.
Yeah.
And then they kind of tie their hands on making small tweaks if
That's
they, like,
true.
evergreen
That's
something.
It's a good point.
We know how much Wizards... Actually, I'm surprised they're not doing it because they love tying their hands.
I was about to say,
those
like,
freaks. Anyway, Snowslope Hunter is the first of the uncommons. This card is bananas because it is one of the, like, very consistent engines you have for sacrificing. 2 in a red, Goblin Ranger, which is also so sad because it's killing this little badger, and, like, how cute is he? But anyway,
he is very cute.
Sacrifice another creature or artifact.
You know what? Now that you mention it, I don't think people will care if you're killing the badger. Not in this format.
That's true. Exile the top card of your library. You may play it until end of your next turn. Activate only during your turn and only once each turn.
I mean, just extra cards. Why not?
It's extra cards, and you want to be sacking stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get your... Like, right, I'm going to sacrifice whatever, get an extra card, 2 mana bat.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
The next one in the uncommons is Bothersome Noisemaker. We got a 2 mana Goblin Bard, 1 generic, 1 red. 2/2. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, amass Goblins 1. I think I was talking about this with some people. They were comparing it to Young Pyromancer. I think this card is insane.
It just makes a bigger boy.
It makes a bigger boy. Sometimes you want more boys, but making a bigger boy is cool. But also the token you're making is a goblin. So, like, it's like Goblin Grenade. It's like a spell that comes to mind for me where, like, non-creature spell, trigger, you know, like, really, really cool. 2 goblins on 1 card is also kind of good sometimes for those kind of tribal decks. So, I don't know. I'm curious to see what this one does in Constructed. But obviously for, like, Limited, like, this is going to be so gross.
Yeah. Next is my honorable mention was Misty Mountains Raider.
Shout outs to the Wisconsin shop. I'm pretty sure that's the card name.
Yeah.
Wait, I wonder if it's an actual Lord of the Rings reference now. I'll have to ask Kai.
Misty Mountain, probably.
Yeah, maybe.
4 in a red, Goblin Soldier, 4/4. Whenever you attack, amass Goblins 2.
Gross.
Yeah, gross. And he attacks, and this is a problem.
Yeah, exactly. So getting into the green, we've got the commons. Quarrel, 1 generic, 1 green. Instant, which is big for these kind of spells. Target creature you control deals damage, equal to its power to target creature an opponent controls. So this is a bite, which is excellent. We always prefer bites to fights, for obvious reasons, but your guy's not taking damage here. Instant speed, 2 mana. You kind of really can't ask for a better rate when it comes to this kind of thing. I think Rabid Bite is literally 2 mana and it's sorcery speed, so and worse. So this is a really good card. I agree.
Yeah. Next one is Addercop. 1 in a green is the thickest spider. Reach, Death Touch, 2/1 with landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. I think this card's going to be incredibly annoying. I think a Death Toucher with reach that like you can also be like for a lot of turns I'm just attacking you with landfall triggers is super annoying. But then being like, all right, late game, my defenses are up. I will kill you with this thing. Add a cop with a gun.
Yeah. What the heck happened?
Yeah. Then my honorable mention was Bjorn, our Reluctant Host.
Cover me because my phone just went crazy mode.
Yeah, all good.
I wanted to say the name too. Bjorn is so tough.
Yeah. So 4 and a green. This also is an adventure card. The adventure side is Till and Tend, 1 and a green. You may play an additional land this turn. And then the 4 and a green creature side is Human, Bear, Shapeshifter, 5/5 with Trample.
Yeah. I like Bjorn a lot, and I'm glad that I still get to say his name because the first uncommon is Bjorn's Hospitality. 1 generic, 1 green casting cost, 2 mana enchantment, landfall. I'm glad you brought up this card because I actually genuinely really like this card a lot.
It's disgusting.
When I saw this, I was like, this is very good. Landfall, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. You can pay 5 and 2 green, so 7 total mana. This enchantment becomes a bear creature in addition to its other types and gains this creature's power and toughness are equal to the number of lands you control. So, like, just in general, like a really insane card. If you're already in the ramp deck, this is easy to get to 7. If you aren't in the ramp deck and you just want to make guys bigger, the landfall +1 thing is just good enough. Like, I think it's just good enough. I mean, we've seen the formats that have not Territorial Scythecath because that card is insane, obviously, but like Chocobo thing, landfall, get a counter.
Yep.
You know what I mean? There was a format that was 1 in each color. I forgot which format that was for limited. But like the landfall, keep the counter to me, I think that's always insane for limited. Yeah. And this is on any guy.
Yeah, it's so strong. It's so strong.
Right. And it's going to be hard to remove the enchantment if you're playing limited.
Yeah. Next is Wilderland Scrounger. Is 4 and a green with Ferocious. Whenever this creature attacks while you control a creature with power 4 or greater, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. And it's a 3/6.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get a counter 1 time, then it will trigger itself.
Yeah. For the honorable mention, is this 2 cards or is there a card that's actually both names?
2 cards.
Okay, because I got the Old Fat Spider.
I'll take the Nasty Little Rabbit.
Sounds good. Old Fat Spider, 4 and 2 green for a 6-drop spider. It's a 6/7 with reach. And it says this creature can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Very, very poignant, obviously, with how many recruits there's going to be around. And then when this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, draw a card. Baby Leovold effect on it. 2, you're never going to get 2 for 1, or I guess like immediately you lose the card for nothing. You will at least get a card draw out of it. And if she lives, well, that's even worse for them, right? So
this card just does a lot.
It does a lot. It's a good card to protect.
It can't be chumped easily. It is a great blocker.
If there are like Snakeskin Veil effects in this format, or cards to protect it, this is like peak card to protect.
The next is the Nasty Little Rabbit, which this art is also so cool.
That is Roxy.
1 mana rabbit creature 1/2 with Ferocious. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. So that rabbit is going to become big thickums really quick.
Yeah, agreed. I'm so glad you're talking about this. So the first multicolor card you have is Goblin Plate Mail. We were talking about this a lot in the Discord because Sal brought up like a loose connection to cranial skull plate or whatever it's called. The
cranial skull plate?
No. It was a cranial skull ram, I think, or ram something. I can't remember the name of the card, but it was in Modern Horizons 3. So obviously way stronger.
Oh, yes.
And it got pre-banned in Pauper, or like an insta-banned in Pauper, because of how broken it was. But that one was a +X+O. So like way stronger was like insane for Pauper. Trust me, it would be really, really broken. But this one is like, I think playable, or at least could be playable. We'll see. But Goblin Plate Mail, 1 and a hybrid Rakdos, so you can pay black or red, and 1 generic for this 2-drop equipment. When this equipment enters, amass Goblins 1, then attach this equipment to the amassed army. 1, that's just like 2 bodies on 1 spell, I think is always going to be good. The fact that it free equips is really good because its equip cost is 4, and then the equipped creature gets +1/+0 and has menace. So where this is lacking compared to the Modern Horizons card, which is obviously with Shonger, in like high equip cost, less power, giving menace to a large army, gonna be insane. If you don't give menace to a large army, it means that you probably are getting a 2-for-1. So like another ability to sack a small army for payoffs and then get your army back. Kind of cool. I think this card is sick. I agree with you that it should be played in limited for sure. I really like this card a lot. I could see it being played in constructed even.
Yeah, the only thing that bums me out is like I usually have a really long list of like all these multicolor cards are crazy.
Yeah.
I thought a lot of these multicolor cards were mid. The uncommons were, well, we'll get to that.
Sure.
Next is Patient Instructor. This is 2 in either a hybrid white or blue.
Sure.
Human Citizen with Vigilance. When this creature enters, recruit, and it's a 2/2. So just a 2/2 that recruits.
Maybe they saved all of their multicolored juice for the commander sets or like the really broken stuff because it was too good for standard. But the first uncommon I got here is Bulk of the North. 3 generic black and red for a 5-drop 5/5 legendary goblin soldier. When Bulk enters, you may sacrifice another creature. When you do, Bulk deals damage equal to that creature's power to another target creature. If excess damage was dealt this way, amass Goblins X, where X is the excess damage. Very wordy, but you're basically just sacking a guy to fireball another guy. And the bonus damage getting you a creature out of it is pretty disgusting. It sucks that it's an ETB only. I kind of wish this was like an ETB and attack trigger, you know what I mean? But that might have tested out to be too good. 5 mana 5/5 is already pretty good considering you're getting this bonus effect, and he might net you an army on top of that. And honestly, he's a good army sacker too. Like, oh, I'll sack my big ass army to kill like whatever is a problem. So this is really cool. Excellent choice, I think.
Next is the Chief Warg, which is 2 and a black green, and the flavor text on this is awesome, and the art. This wolf is badass.
I love all the wolves in the set.
It says even magic rings were not much use against wolves, especially against the evil packs that live near the goblin-infested mountains.
Oh fuck the goblins!
Anyway, this is a 3/3 with.
Wait, he has ferocious.
Yeah, 3/3 menace ferocious. Whenever you attack while you control a creature with power 4 or greater, you draw a card and lose a life.
Wait, so then I was tripping. They did use ferocious. My fault, Watsy. My fault. Okay.
I guess that's true. They did. I just also think...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This guy, draw a card and lose a life. Yeah, this one is... And he has menace. Yeah.
This card's crazy.
Yes.
Also, I just love all the bears that are just like, big, fast, kill.
Where is Strandil? I didn't know.
I got him. Thran...
Oh, I found him.
Sindaran Liege. 2 and either 2 hybrid blue-green. Adventure is Sylvan Rally 1 with 2 hybrid blue-green. Mill 4 cards to put up to 2 land cards from among them into your hand. And then the creature side was the 2 and 2 hybrid. Other elves you control get +1/+1, and it's got landfall. Whenever a land enters, you create a 1/1 green elf creature token, and it's a 2/3.
That is a nice spell. That is really nice.
Landfall make elves?
Yeah, that's really nice, especially considering I don't know if you saw what Kyle Gunn's been playing in Modern recently, but that Namor, where it's like the blue pips make you merfolk.
Oh, yeah.
Was like getting some love. I think Aspiring Spike was trying some stuff with it.
Yeah.
And they were just like, just Namor. Like, not merfolk, just like Namor blue spells. And I'm like, damn, this is the kind of guy that's like, well, this could be your commander, like Landfall, just make a bunch of elves. And maybe you don't have other elves to support it, but you're just making so many 2/2s, who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very cool. One of the things I love about the set is because I see your notes here. We talked about the old fat spider, and we talked about the nasty little rabbit.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things to do sometimes is like meme on like the card choice, especially in Moto. Like when you play cards that are like picking a needle, name a card or whatever. If it doesn't matter what you're naming, everybody always has like a favorite card to name. You know, like lose all hope or abandon hope or whatever is a good one.
Yep.
It's like stuff to cheese your opponent. I really like the people that are just like +2 mace because it's the first one in the list. +2 mace, that's it. Spoils of the Vault, where you're like, make sure I don't name something in my deck. Well, name any card then. My new favorite one is definitely Old Fat Spider Can't See Me. I don't know why that is. I saw that. I was like, Mark, lock in. I don't know what's going on with this set, but they just got anything going on with the names.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
It feels just like the stuff that's so on the nose feels hilarious. Like,
yeah, they lead into the comedy, and it's working in my opinion.
Yeah, one of the sagas that's my favorite is the black down to Goblin Town.
Yeah.
I just think that's hilarious.
Another card I think is insane. I mentioned it earlier. Dwarven Mauler is a 1-drop red dwarf. And he's a 2/1. Equip abilities that target this guy are 2 less to activate. I think this guy's insane. If you get any artifact payoffs or like equipment payoffs and you have that guy or multiples like in your pre-release kit, dude, he is worth building around. I think there's a lot of equipment that are like insane equipment costs, and he just makes them all way better cards because some of them are free. Even like the MS Goblins card now, 2 mana is much more respectable. We talked about the Edict one. The Edict equipment is free now. That's way better. I kind of want to try them in Constructed as well, now that we have 8 of them with Fervent Champion.
Yeah.
Even like for Pioneer, I really want to try a Pioneer equipment stick now so bad.
He always wants to make equipments work.
Dude, yes. I simp for Boros equipments. Leyline next has a new friend.
Or like Gigantic Big Bear.
Yeah.
That's the 10/7 spell can't be countered, hexproof and haste.
Some of the mythics also like are so insane. Oh, there's Gleaming Splendor. The Queen of Dale, talking about recruiting. Whenever an opponent casts their first non-creature spell, you recruit. Insane. Golem, also insane. The mythic one.
I think the mythic Golem, the black one, is crazy.
It's cracked. It's a 3/1 legendary. Choosing odd or even is so busted.
You said the Queen of Dale already, right?
Yeah, the Queen of Dale. Like every time they cast their first non-creature spell, you recruit, and she's a 2-drop.
Brother, we get to strike. Control gets to strike fear into their enemies once again. Did you see? Settle the Wreckage. He's freaking back, baby.
I did see Settle the Wreckage.
Is it Settle the Wreckage? Yes, it is. It's back.
I'm wondering how good it'll be. But yeah, it's got to be playable, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're right now playing Damnation.
Well, I feel like they're different.
Wait, not Damnation. That's the black one.
Day of Judgment.
Day of Judgment. Yeah, DOJ.
Yeah, but they're different. But yes, I mean, Settle the Wreckage, very cool. And I like how JD was like, "Oh, I'm pretending it was in Foundations." Like, very funny. Could have been. And then speaking of Bjorn, we got Bjorn the Fierce at Mythic. Trample, all their bears get +2/+2. We got more bear tribal. We got a new bear commander. You don't have to play Ayula anymore. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a trample counter on up to 1 target creature you control, and it becomes a bear. Then if you control 3 or more bears, draw 2 cards. Dude, this guy's so sick. More landfall payoffs. If you're going to play landfall, and this is in your kit, just force it. Dancing of the Dark to Dawn is broken. And it's got like that Brother Bear artwork, so it's so cool. 3 generic and 2 green for a 5-mana enchantment. Whenever you cast a creature spell, put X 1/1 counters on target creature you control, where X is that spell's mana value. Whenever a land you control enters, create a 2/2 bear. Like, you're playing the Simic ramp deck and your deck is halfway good and this is in your pool, force it. Like, this card is one of the better payoffs I think I've seen in the whole format, just from reading the few cards that I have and looking at spoilers the last couple of weeks. Frank, what else? What other thoughts do you have on this format?
Oh yeah, let's just get into my general notes for the format. We got a little carried away with getting into the cards we're hyped about already.
I got too excited about these mythics.
Dude,
these mythics are like.
Did you talked about Smog already?
I was gonna bring him up next.
Oh dang it! I'm sorry.
Oh, go for it. Hit him.
I'm just super excited that Smog's a card because like when I saw the whatever the saga was that made Smog, I kind of felt like this should just be a card. Like why did
why did the saga made Smog? That's kind of how I felt about Galactus. I was like, man, the saga for Galactus is cool, but the regular Galactus kind of sucks.
Yeah, but like Smog is awesome.
Yeah,
and he's Smog the Magnificent.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, Smog is just such a cool character. Also, 4-mana dragon. I love when they make these small dragons, but they're like busted.
And the flavor text is so awesome. You think you will get a fair share? If you get off alive, you'll be lucky.
Very, very Smog.
Very Smog.
Also, inside information. Okay, let me finish Smog. Smog's a 4-drop flying haste 4/3.
Yeah, true.
When he attacks, he deals damage equal to the number of treasures you control to any target. Actually insane. Dude. Like, just kind of ridiculous. And then at the beginning of your upkeep, he makes a treasure. Dude is like, man, I kind of wish he was 3 mana. I'd be playing mono red treasures and tiny leaders.
Dude, you just said inside information. What a Julian card.
Yeah. Well, this used to be a me card. I used to be a soul type player. This is villainous wealth, dude. This
is outrageous robbery.
Outrageous. True. Inside information. Yeah. Black X. Exile the top X cards of target opponent's library. You may play those cards this turn. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its mana value rather than its mana cost. I think this spell's insane. I genuinely think this card's cracked. It reminds me of what's that one card in War of the Spark? Speaking of mid sets, Command the Dreadhorde, I think it's called. Like 6 mana, and then you get to play a bunch of stuff like by paying life instead of mana. When that card came out, I was like, guys, this card's so cheap, and like you should be playing it. It's broken. This is like just way better than that. It's like way better than Command the Dreadhorde, and you can invest as much mana as you want into it. If you're playing Commander, and your opponents are manipulating their top decks, you can save yourself on the X to steal their good stuff.
Sure.
It's a really good card. Like and in standard, like if you're playing control, like getting to like 7-8 mana, just like give me those top 6 cards, man. What do you got? Like I think this card's insane.
Yeah.
You gotta get a lot of life to make it work though.
Yeah. So notes for the set. I think recruit mechanic is really good. If you're thinking of doing anything, that mechanic's great. We talked about that already. I think some sagas are good. I think some sagas are cheeks. I think that some of them are worth playing, and some of them are just bad. Like, I think that one that you named is, like, looks awful to me.
Oh, yeah, probably. When I read it, I was like, cool. But you don't like roll?
Oh, I think roll for, like, the ETB recruit cards is going to be crazy.
When I saw this card, I was like, this card's actually cracked.
Yeah, but, like, right, the old fat spider can't see me.
Yeah.
Something is hexproof. Prevent all damage that would be dealt by up to one target creature for as long as the saga's on the battlefield. And then draw a card.
Draw card.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's fine.
It's alright.
But, like, the drawing the card's the best part.
Is it? I don't know. I guess, like, turning a guy out for 3 turns is, like, okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's just okay.
I agree. Yeah. It's like Charmed Sleep, basically.
Yeah.
Like, would you play this? Maybe. Speaking of Barocco cards, though.
Yeah, like the other one, Burn, Tree, and Fern. You deal 6 damage just to a creature. That's awesome. Destroy target artifact and opponent controls. If they're not playing red-black, that sucks. The other 2 are make 1 red mana.
Yeah.
Cool, I'm ramping into what? I'm playing red. If I'm playing red-black, this blows. Like, again.
Smog.
Yeah, it's just like...
Yeah, no, I agree. Some of them...
The 6 damage was awesome, and then the other stuff is like, meh.
Yeah.
So, just don't play... Just be careful of sagas. I think that some of them are good and some of them are trap.
Read your sagas. If the modes don't sound like a spell you would cast, don't play them.
Yeah. We already talked about the cards being hilarious, the huge bears, Goblin Towns.
Yeah, there was a couple more cards I wanted to talk about if you're okay with that.
Yeah.
Sick EDH card, Fateful Discovery, 3 generic, 2 blue, 5 mana enchantment. Whenever an artifact you control enters, draw a card. Like, fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Lord of the Eagles, also blue, 7 and 2 blue. Shout out to Julian, we're playing White Flight. Flash, 8/8 9-drop, Bird Noble Legend. This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total power of creatures you control with flying. This is a 2/2 this is a 2 mana 8/8 for 2. Flying, enormous, Lord Eagle, Bird Noble. Insane card. Kind of goes really, really well in that blue-white flight deck, in my opinion. Another insane card that people are going to be definitely talking about, Bilbo, Thief in the Night. 2 mana, 1 generic, 1 blue for a 2/2. Legendary Halfling Rogue. Legacy players, beware. This is going to be entering your format soon. Spells you cast from anywhere other than your hand cost 1 less to cast. I think there's a decent amount of ways to abuse this in the format, for the limited format, with like the cards that are exiling off the top of the deck, etc., and casting anything out of your graveyard. But when he attacks, he kind of enables himself. You may cast an instant, artifact, or sorcery spell from your graveyard. If an instant or sorcery spell is cast this way, exile it instead. But you get to keep the artifacts. So, like, I don't know. This guy just seems so insane to me because he's making the cards you're getting out of the graveyard cheaper. I genuinely think, like, even in limited, this guy's probably insane. You just have to find some artifacts to make it work. But any amount of good spells that you want to recur, I don't know. Bilbo, this card reads, like, insanely broken to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but, like, Dreadhorde Arcanist got banned in Legacy. And even Pioneer, I think, right? Or was it just insane in Pioneer for a little bit?
It was just insane for, like, a minute.
A minute, yeah. He was going crazy in Pioneer for a minute.
And then they were like, Phoenix is just better.
Yeah. But in Legacy, like, it straight up got banned. Like, they were just like, it's way too good. All this guy keeps doing is brainstorming and bolting everybody in Delver. And, Bilbo is, like, better, can cast Mishra's Bauble, can target bigger artifacts if it wants to, can target Flow State and just be like, oh, it's a 1-drop. Like,
target Flow State.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's hard to read that card and not think it's insane. But all the mythics are really cool. The red Gandalf is really cool too.
Super cool. I also think that the Bjorn the Fierce, specifically in limited, is just like disgusting.
Oh yeah, if you get the green like mythics or rares, like you just go crazy.
Well, I also like that in this set, Radagast is actually crazy because I felt like he was really mid in the other one.
I agree.
And then this one, it's like the first creature spell you cast each turn costs 2 less and be cast as though it had flash.
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah, like all the green rares and mythics are just so good.
And
like,
the artwork on this is the artwork is really excellent in this. Yeah, set. I have to give it. Like they were like, stop doing AI, and then Wizard was like, oh,
fine, we'll hire good artists.
Fine, we'll hire people, and it's like, wow, this is crazy,
dude. It is.
These bears also just make me so laugh. Some ordinary bear. It's just a 4-mana 4/5.
Gigantic big bear is also insane. Like if you have little Radagast,
I got your toothpaste.
Affinity for elves, the elf soldier is really cool. Speaking of like elf payoffs, if you can get to like, he obviously belongs in like the Simic deck, but you could just play this guy. He's really cool. If you have any other elves to support it, like I think there's a couple in the format. Wood Elves is in here, I'm pretty sure, which is actually insane. Wood Elves is really cool.
Yeah.
Sick reprint.
Yeah.
Just overall, a good set. I'm excited for pre-release this weekend. I'm happy that they treated it well. I mean, at the beginning of the year, I think we were like, Hobbit's probably going to be the set that's insane. And it was. I mean, right now, it seems to be the most hype. I thought last set did really well. Marvel Superheroes. And it did, for all intents and purposes. I sold out of collectors and it went crazy.
Yeah, and
this set's already like kind of going crazier.
And I told you I came and picked up to go play Magic with that family. that had lost their husband.
Yeah.
And I swung by and grabbed the Avengers deck.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Sleeved it up and I played it. Felt really strong.
Yes.
It was good.
The commander decks for Marvel were...
I was like, what the...
Does Hobbit have commander decks? I don't actually know.
Oh, no.
People kept asking me, and I was like, excuse me. I was like, I don't remember.
Yeah.
There's too many products.
Right, yeah, I get it. But yeah, I think that it definitely is the most hype. I don't know. I think there are enough cards that are going to break their way into Constructed off of what I'm seeing, which is exciting to me.
That's good. Saturday, some love.
But I was hoping that this was going to be like a set of high synergy, and it doesn't. And it doesn't. It just still looks like
Jacket cards.
Yes.
Yeah, I understand.
Yes. And that was the next thing
that
I was going to say was like, this kind of feels like play good cards, the set. And I think the juice, like where most of like where you build your deck around is the uncommons. I think the uncommons in this set are very strong compared to other sets. Like the uncommons are kind of crazy.
Yeah, they do really well.
Build your decks around that. As I mentioned, I think most of the synergies are mid. I think the power 4 stuff is fine. I think it gets better if you like have cards like that landfall put a 1/1 counter, because then you'll ensure that you get to do the 4 power thing.
Guaranteeing that you hit it.
Sacrifice and a Mass is good. I think red white's fine. I think it's like red white good cards, and then you'll have like a couple storied payoffs. Like if you can do the thing. Blue white draw is going to be great.
The mana fixing is pretty mid, I agree.
It's mid. I think that it's not as good as it usually is. Like when we got Marvel and like even the couple sets before,
it seems intentional though.
They put a lot of like you could play everything. I don't feel like this is the case.
Marvel felt like though that it felt like they wanted you to play 5 color though.
Yeah.
Where like this set feels like they don't. It feels like they really want you to play 2 color because like we only have 2 rare lands, right?
Yes, you do have individual lands that touch every color. They've got some sweet abilities. So they've got, black, green, white, red, red, black, blue, green, and white, blue.
The lands are all cool, like where you put the counters on like the specific creature type. Those are pretty cool.
Yeah, Hobbit Hole gets you any land. So you have like an Evolving Wilds variant. But the other thing that will like matter is that red is obviously making treasures. And I don't know how to pronounce it. Thrors.
Wait a minute, Elven Passage. I did not see that card.
Yeah, rarely.
Behold an elf, untap the land.
Yeah, that's very good.
That's awesome,
very
dude. True. Elves are eating so good. Elves can play Blood Moon now.
Elves are eating so good. So Thror's map is the only other one. It says when the map enters, search your library for a basic land, reveal it, and put it into your hand, and it's an uncommon artifact.
Yeah.
And it draws and discards a card for 2. So like that's also a good way to fix. So it's not like it's not dry. It's not the desert. We've had sets where it's like this is the pits, but it's not a lot.
Did you see the showcase arts of the books with like the books are all like worn?
That looks hot.
These are insane. Dude, I've been seeing people pull these and I'm like, dude. Especially because the books are all damaged in the corners. I'm like, that's probably one of the best showcases I've seen ever in my life.
The worst time to be poor.
Me every day. Also, I think Gabe pulled this, like the Mox Amber foil or whatever. Like these. Dude,
I can if he holds on to that.
Language cards.
I can imagine that's going to be stupid money.
Yeah, I don't even know what language this is.
Elf? Is it Elfin?
Is it Elf or?
It might be Elven.
It looks so cool.
Apparently you can study that in college, which means that you can throw your money away for anything now.
Kind of based.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just super excited. I think that this set looks very, very cool.
Yeah, this is so beautiful. Settle the Wreckage art is good. Maybe
it's so good, dude.
Maybe I'm okay with it being back in the format.
No, dude, I'm so happy. I think that they weren't. I think that because there's we're in currently, there's like a short period where we have a lot of lands because we haven't had a rotation in a long time.
Oh yeah.
So I think that the amount of basics you're playing is like 5 to like 8.
It's low for sure.
8, something like that. So it's not super high. So I think that this will punish people, which I think is awesome.
No, you're right. There's a lot of utility lands too. So.
Yeah, I think Settle the Wreckage will be bad post-rotation when they lose a lot of lands, but, you know.
We don't lose that much. I was just looking at rotation. It's Wilds of Eldraine, Outlaws, Big Score, Murders.
Yeah, but Murders is Surveillance.
Yeah, but we keep all the shock lands. And we have these new ones from Marvel Superheroes, which are actually genuinely insane. I really like them a lot. Wilds, Lost Caverns of Ixalan, a lot of utility lands, manlands, etc.
Goodnight Caverns.
Outlaws. No, we lost all the deserts. Big Score, which is actually a big deal in my opinion. What was after Outlaws? Duskmourn and Bloomburrow. That's a big deal, man.
Damn, Duskmourn.
Duskmourn and Bloomburrow. It's crazy that it's been that long.
Yeah.
Duskmourn and Bloomburrow are fucking gone. I feel so bad too because Satiri's like, I really want to build this standard black discard deck. I'm like, Satiri, this was like a year ago deck.
Dude,
like,
that's so Satiri though, to be like, I found this deck that's crazy. Brother.
It's rotating in 3 months.
Yeah, this is like a tier 3 deck that's rotating soon.
Yeah.
And like, you're going to play against blue, red, whatever the first time, and you're going to be like, this deck sucks. I don't want to play Magic anymore. Don't do that.
We'll see.
Don't do it.
We'll see.
I'm excited to have him back though.
I'm going to help him. I'm going to help him make it work.
To have him back.
I have Arena now, so I'm going to try not to gateway drug until after pre-release and get my work done because I have a lot of stuff to do.
Well, I needed like something to do on my phone to like. I have like not done TFT, not done Arena in a long time, so like the Hobbit may be like, oh yeah, I'll play.
Now you can go back to being Chandra driving an Aether Drift.
Yeah. Or like when work is stressing me out, I'd be like, I just need a little bit more Hobbit.
Anything else you want to talk about?
No, man. I think that was good.
All right. Well, I think that's everything we had to talk about for today. Next episode, honestly, we'll see what we talk about. Hopefully some interesting
probably some
stuff
tournament stuff. It's gonna probably be like I don't think we've had we haven't talked about Standard in like depth in a long time, and we've really kind of had.
And we got to see how the format's get impacted.
Right, with 3 sets that have come in. I think that might be a big deal.
Will Izzet still be the best deck?
Will they actually ban something?
Still be the best deck?
Yeah.
Will they hopefully not ban any of the cards I like because Frank's a hater?
No, they need to ban things.
No, we're almost there. 3 more months.
No.
Come on.
No.
Anyways, that's our show. We're going to wrap it up here. Shout outs as always to our patrons. You guys are the best. And then shout outs to the viewers who are just with us for the ride. Really appreciate you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Shout outs to Sal and check out his channel, MTG Chicago, Painter's Servant, Riftbound Chicago, and soon to be coming. I convinced him One Piece Chicago.
I was like, another one?
I'm excited, yes, because we get like 30 people for One Piece every fucking week.
I know. I've been seeing One Piece beat out Modern, and I was like,
awesome, yeah. Well, anyways,
and to Nancy Steroids for intro and outro music.
Nancy Steroids, thank you for the intro and outro music, and
that's it. Oh, Borsat Gaming,
thank you
for letting us be here.
Order your cards, products, please.
But not really the Hobbit because we're running out.
I have play boosters. But I try to save it for locals if possible with my seal product.
Yeah,
if you see a box on the website, knock it out.
We hate you.
If you're out of state, order some singles. I get a lot of compliments on our singles collection. People keep coming
better than anywhere else.
People keep saying, you guys are the best singles in the area. And I'm like, my secret is I don't sell on TCG Player because I hate them.
Yeah. eBay's the word.
I talked a lot about that last episode. For those that missed it, we got to interview Norm from Nerd Rage Gaming. So if you haven't seen that episode, our last one is our new most popular episode. It was a really fun interview.
Over like 200 views on a long form episode.
Shout out to you guys for checking it out. Really appreciate the support. If you're new, really appreciate the love for sticking around. Otherwise, we'll catch you guys next time in the following episode when hopefully I don't spend an hour pre-gaming on a broken microphone and crying.
True.
Catch you guys next time.
Yeah, have a good one.
Peace.